Stop.
Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning to you all. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this virtual sharing session entitled Pharmacist, a legal drug dealer in White, organized by School of Pharmacy, KPJ Healthcare University College. My name is Nur Fatin Afika binti Fatul Anwar, a final year student, Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors Program, KPJ Healthcare University College. I am the moderator for this forum today. Do you want to choose the best course for your right career path or to suggest to someone? Then definitely you are at the right platform with us now. Trust me, today to be marked in your calendar of indelible points to decide your best course at KPJC for your future career by watching this sharing session with our lecturers Mr. Anand and Ms. Jasmine. Mr. Anand is our program coordinator, Bachelor of Pharmacy Hons, a registered pharmacist from India, and has a Master of Pharmacy in Pharmaceutical Chemistry. Mr. Anand has over 18 years of teaching and research experience at national and international higher education institutions. Mr. Anand has published over 90 research articles in reputed peer-reviewed national and international journals with more than 1,000 citations. With his expertise, he nurtures the students and professionals in pharmaceutical drug discovery and development, herbal and analytical research. Please welcome, sir. And Miss Jasmine is our deputy coordinator. She has masters in clinical pharmacy and has over 5 years of teaching research experience and has various research publications in clinical areas and pharmacy practice. She is also a clinical preceptor for our final year student. She is a member of Malaysian Pharmaceutical Society since 2016 and also editorial member of Malaysian Young Pharmacy Chapter in 2018. Please welcome Miss. Before we start our session today, I would like to highlight that if there are any questions from the audience, please kindly post your question in the chat box and all your questions will be answered by our respective lecturers. Firstly, I would like to welcome Mr. Anand, our program coordinator, Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors, School of Pharmacy, KPJUC, to this sharing session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Fika. Very good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this virtual sharing session. I am very glad to have this opportunity to share about the importance of Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program offered by KPJ Healthcare University College. I will be more than happy to answer any queries related to the pharmacy program and career opportunities for pharmacy graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. Let us proceed with the sharing session that have been lined up for today. Okay, Mr. Anand, let us begin with some significant role a pharmacist plays in a healthcare setup. Could you please share something on this?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Let me highlight a few important roles of pharmacists in healthcare system of Malaysia. As we know that Malaysia is a regional hub for healthcare services and pharmacists plays a coordinating role between the patients and the consultants. There are a lot of roles of pharmacists in our healthcare system in Malaysia. So among that, there are few I wanted to discuss here. So in community pharmacy, as a managerial post, they are the in charge for and fully responsible for procurement of drugs, storage, and distribution and dispensing of drugs. Also, they recommends and advises the patients and consumers on the use of over-the-counter drugs, herbal medication, food supplements, cosmetics, and medical devices. Apart from that, in hospital also, they are working as a hospital pharmacist or clinical pharmacist. They work closely with the doctors in wards. Also, they screen the medication profile to avoid medication error if also, the pharmacists counsel the patients to clarify their queries for their medications and they involve in MTAC clinics and therapeutic drug monitoring. And besides that, in pharmaceutical industry, they have wide scope and they have wide role to analyze the drugs. And mainly they are involved in drug research and development, manufacturing and quality control of the drugs. And they are also involving in the registration of for the products. Apart from that, in line with the pharmaceutical industry, their pharmacists are involving in sales, marketing, and distribution of pharmaceutical products to the hospitals, clinics, and community pharmacies. Apart from that, as academician pharmacists, With additional master and doctoral qualifications, they are lecturing to nurture the future pharmacists like Ms. Afika. You are here now.
Oh, that's wonderful, sir. Now we know that pharmacist is a key professional in healthcare services. Thank you, sir. As a pharmacist plays a very important role in healthcare system, there must be a high demand for them, right? So could you please let us know the current demand for pharmacists in Malaysia, sir?
Yeah, of course. Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program is one of the highly rewarded professions. Pharmacists have a great value and demand throughout the world, and Malaysia is no exception. There is always a high demand for pharmacies in Malaysia, and pharmacists have demand in both public and private sectors. Every day in any job seeking platforms, if you search, there is a vacancy for pharmacists in different sectors actually. It is evident that recently the press release by Malaysian Pharmaceutical Society about vacancies and raising the post for pharmacists in ratio 1 is to 3 with the doctors for the benefits of patients. The graduates of Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program from KBJUC would be well placed to pursue their careers in various pharmaceutical and healthcare organizations at public and private health sectors in Malaysia.
Amazing. There is a much demand for pharmacists currently, and you give a clear picture. I will not surprised if many of the audience would like to join this program. So, could Mr. Anand brief about the requirement to pursue Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program?
Yeah, well, it is certainly an important question many would like to know. As a pharmacy is a professional course and is monitored by Labaka Pharmacy Malaysia LFM, the entry requirements are actually set by LFM only. So, for example, the students, those who want to enroll Bachelor of Pharmacy program, the students from there are 5 different category in Malaysia. There are STPM, matriculation or foundation in science, then A level and diploma. Apart from that, degree students also they can join to Bachelor of Pharmacy program. Degree in science is important. Okay. So let us go with one by one. So for example, if the candidates completed his STPM, they should take CGPA 3 with grade triple P, ABC or AAC in 3 subjects, namely biology, chemistry, and physics or mathematics, with at least B in chemistry. If the students are from A level, they must also have CGPA 3 with the grade triple P, ABC, or AAC in 3 subjects, namely biology, chemistry, and physics or biology. So overall, chemistry and biology is important with at least B in chemistry. And if the students from STPM or A level, both must have SPM with C in BM and English. So that is also a compulsory part. And let us come to the matriculation students or foundation in science students. They must have CGPA 3 with grade B in chemistry, and it should be a 1 year program. Suppose if the candidates wanted to pursue a Bachelor of Pharmacy program from diploma graduates. So they have to show CGPA 3.5 in diploma in pharmacy. Suppose if the graduates are diploma in science, they have to take CGPA 3.75 and above, and they must have a chemistry or biology or physics in their diploma in science program, and they must have B in chemistry. Okay. So those who are coming from matriculation foundation or diploma, they must have SPM with 5 Bs in biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, or advanced mathematics, and one more subject, as well as they have take C in BM and English. Okay. Now you are very clear about this 5 different field, and now come to the degree in science. If the graduates from degree in science, if they wanted to do their second degree program in Bachelor of Pharmacy program, yes, can they have to score CGPA 2.75 in their degree in science, so they can directly enter to the Bachelor of Pharmacy program in Malaysia. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any other qualifications beside this or international qualifications, please you can directly contact us for further clarification.
Thank you, sir. It was well explained. Hope everybody understood well. If you need further clarification, please you can contact Mr. Anand directly through his contact number that displayed in this video. Now we already know the entry requirements. Let us talk about the uniqueness of KBJUC Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors Program. Miss Jasmine, boleh tak Miss brief sikit tentang Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors Program dekat KPJUC?
Terima kasih Cik Afika dan selamat pagi semua. Okay. KPJUC menawarkan program sarjana muda farmasi ataupun dikenali sebagai Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors sejak tahun 2013. So program ini telah mendapati akreditasi sepenuhnya oleh MQA dan juga Lembaga Farmasi Malaysia LFM. Program ini adalah program sepenuh masa iaitu full time selama 4 tahun dan mempunyai 8 semester. Okay. So kalau kita talk about the intake of the students, so kita mempunyai hanya satu pengambilan pada satu tahun iaitu pada bulan September ataupun bulan Oktober. So setakat ini KPJC telah berjaya mengijazahkan graduan farmasi sebanyak 6 batch. Okay, they have successfully graduated. Okay. Selain program Bachelor of Pharmacy juga, KPJC juga menawarkan program lain seperti Diploma in Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmaceutical Sciences dan juga Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Technology sebagai full time dan juga part time.
Okay, terima kasih Miss. Sir, could you please tell about the fee structure and financial assistance available if someone wants to pursue Bachelor of Pharmacy honors at KPJC?
Yes, sure. Actually, I have a very good news for you today. In view of difficulty faced during this pandemic, KPJ is very considerate to offer a special discount to all eligible candidates in the tuition fees for Bachelor of Pharmacy program at KPJC. Actual tuition fees is 120,000 ringgit. But after the discount, the KPJC is giving 20% discount for this year to all eligible students. So now the fees is just only 96,000 ringgit. Apart from that, the candidates can avail for PTPTN and MARA loan, and KPJC again, they are giving some merit scholarship and KPJC alumni scholarship. The merit scholarship is, and KPJC alumni scholarship is eligible for all merit candidates. So, and apart from that, there is no hidden charges. So what is merit scholarship? Actually, it is categorized into two. One is for Bia Siswa and another is Setya Siswa. So Bia Siswa, they are categorized into 40%, 30% and 20%. So who can eligible for this merit scholarship? So what is 40%? So if the candidate score from their previous qualification 3.9 and above CGPA, they can avail for 40%, and now their fees further reduced from 96,000 ringgit to 57,600 ringgit only. Then if the candidate score in the previous qualification CGPA 3.7 to 3.89, they can avail for up to 30% scholarship, and now their fees reduced to 67,200 only. And if the students score only 3.5 to 3.69, they can avail up to 20% scholarship, and their fees is reduced to 76,800 ringgit. Then the PTPTN information, please you can go and visit nearby your PTPTN office. Apart from that, there are three categories in that. They can avail minimum 22 to maximum of 66,000. But for clear information, please visit your nearby PTPTN office. And I wanted to highlight here is this merit scholarship and the discount is only subject to management decision for the consecutive years. So we are offering for this year. For the next consecutive years, it depends upon the approval and subject to decision by management. And to avail the merit scholarship, the student must have a maintained GPA 3 in every semester, and they can choose either via SISWA or CCR SISWA for KPJC alumni from KPJC alumni.
It's really amazing, Sanan, that KPJC provides merit scholarship to benefit the eligible students. So, Miss Jasmine, boleh tak Miss bagi tahu apa kelainan graduan farmasi dari KPJC dengan graduan farmasi yang lain?
Sebenarnya graduan KPJUC kami ini mempunyai pelbagai jenis kemahiran dia. Kami menyediakan pelbagai jenis penilaian untuk meningkatkan kemahiran mereka, termasuklah seperti eksperimen hands-on dalam session praktikal mereka di makmal. Lepas tu kita juga mempunyai latihan klinikal di mana kita mempunyai sokongan daripada 28 KPJ hospital di seluruh Malaysia. Dan kebanyakan hospital ini sudah diiktirafkan oleh LFM untuk tujuan latihan pelajar-pelajar kami. Selain itu, di hospital KPJ, pelajar kita akan dilatih secara menyeluruh dan mendapat pendedahan kepada situasi kehidupan sebenar, iaitu mereka akan berinteraksi dengan pesakit di hospital KPJ UC. Selain itu, mereka juga akan dilatih di hospital kerajaan, industri pharmaceutical dan juga pharmacy community. di mana dekat pharmacy community dia akan berinteraksi dengan patients yang customer dan membuat recommendation kepada patients di community pharmacy juga. Okay. Selain itu, di fasiliti seperti hospital dan juga community pharmacy, kita mempunyai preceptor yang akan membimbing pelajar kita sepanjang tempoh praktikal mereka iaitu selama 2 minggu, dan juga pensyarah akan memberi bimbingan dan juga akan memantau prestasi pelajar kami dan mencadangkan penambahbaian untuk pelajar kami. Okay. Selain itu, pelajar kami juga akan dilatih dengan baik dalam bidang penyelidikan, yang dikenali sebagai research, di mana pelajar-pelajar kami pada final year adalah wajib untuk mereka untuk mengambil subjek seperti research methodology dan juga research project, di mana pelajar kami akan mengkaji data klinikal di hospital KPJ ataupun hospital kerajaan dan juga menghasilkan produk baharu ataupun menambahbaikan produk yang sudah bersedia ada di market kita dan juga menambahbaikan perkhidmatan juga. So hasil-hasil daripada kajian seperti ini akan menambahkan pengetahuan ilmu dalam pelajar-pelajar kita dan juga mereka boleh memperolehi kemahiran pembelajaran sepanjang hayat untuk membuat kajian pada masa hadapan mereka. Hasil daripada kajian ini pula boleh diterbitkan dalam jurnal, artikel dan juga menyumbang kepada negara dan juga berkhidmat untuk negara sebagai profesional yang bertanggungjawab. Satu lagi bahagian menarik yang saya ingin berkongsi pada hari ini adalah mengenai KPJ Hospital Pakar Seremban kita. Hospital Pakar KPJ Seremban ini sudah diisytiharkan sebagai pusat kesihatan akademik utama bagi pelajar-pelajar kita sejak tahun 2019. So sekarang ni KPJ Seremban akan digunakan oleh pelajar kita untuk aktiviti penyelidikan dan juga untuk melakukan latihan praktikal mereka. Selain itu kami juga mempunyai hubungan yang baik dengan pharmacy community dan juga industri untuk latihan pelajar-pelajar kami. Di samping itu hospital KPJ juga menyediakan tempat praktikal untuk PRP training bagi graduan kita, so graduan kita tidak perlu risau tentang penempatan PRP mereka selepas complete the Bachelor of Pharmacy program.
Wah, sangat menarik Saya rasa Miss Jasmine dah bagi penerangan yang sangat bagus tentang fasiliti dan pelajar akan dapat di KPJUC. So boleh tak Miss highlight sikit tentang kampus KPJUC?
Kampus KPJUC kita ni terletak jauh daripada kesibukan bandar dengan segala kemudahan yang diperlukan oleh pelajar kita. Seperti kemudahan macam basic-basicnya seperti penginapan asrama di kampus sudah disediakan, dilengkapi dengan kemudahan wifi 24 jam dan juga menjamin keselamatan berkawalan penuh serta mempunyai persekitaraan pembelajaran yang kondusif dan aman untuk pelajar-pelajar kita. Pelajar-pelajar kita juga mempunyai akses mudah kepada amenities yang diperlukan seperti Mydin, 99 Speedmart, Pharmacy, klinik dan juga kedai Dobi, Petronas, ATM dan banyak lagi kemudahan lain. Lepas tu kalau pelajar kita dia hendak menginap di rumah teres ataupun kondo juga dengan berdekatan dengan KPJUC juga dia boleh mendapat dengan sewa yang berpatutan. Selain itu kita juga mempunyai akses kepada perkhidmatan awam seperti KTM yang juga berdekatan dengan KPJUC dan juga untuk topik macam untuk makanan kita juga mempunyai akses kepada kemudahan seperti Giant, Aeon Mall, Mesa Mall, KFC, McDonald's, Pizza, Domino's, semuanya pun memang berdekatan dengan KPJUC College
Rupanya banyak kemudahan yang ada dekat area KPJUC ni. So student tak perlulah nak risau tentang makan, tempat tinggal dan pengangkutan. Miss, during the discussion, Mr. Anand mentioned something about PRP and FRP. Could you please tell us about this?
PRP is actually a term that stands for provisionally registered pharmacies. It's actually a durational period whereby after the graduations, the pharmacy students will actually complete a period of training. Okay, so in the world of pharmacy, we call it as PRP, but usually, like for the doctors, they do the housemanship. So it is equivalent as a housemanship in the world of doctors. So for the pharmacists, we call it as a PRP durational training. Okay, so in order for you to be eligible to be as a registered pharmacist with the LFM MOH of Malaysia. Okay, so for this, firstly, what you have to do is that you have to undergo the Malaysian forensic examinations. Okay, so for this Malaysian forensic examinations, usually by the third year itself, okay, so it is open to all the students, so the students can already start commencing on the examinations, so that by the end of the year 4, they are already eligible and they have already completed this forensic examination. So it's a competitive examinations whereby you have to, it is compulsory for you to pass the examinations before you actually register to become a PRP itself. Okay, so this examinations is actually quite important in order to produce graduates which are more ethical in handling their medications and also dealing with the patients. Alright, so after passing these examinations and also after completing the course, so upon the graduations and receiving the certificates for 4 years Bachelor's of Pharmacy programs, the students can now apply for the PRP training, okay, which is a compulsory training for them to undergo for a period of 12 months. Okay. So they can do it under the setting that has been approved by the LFM itself. So usually this includes in a government hospital and also private hospital, as well as they can go undergo also in the clinics and also in the industrial pharmacy and also retail pharmacy, and some of them also undergo as part of the master's program in order to join as an academicians after completing the PRP program. Okay, so upon PRP, they'll complete another year of FRP. As of now, this is the requirement to become the fully registered pharmacist in Malaysia. I hope that clarifies what is PRP.
Yeah, thank you, Miss, for the clear information about the licensing exam and PRP. I understood without passing this exam and completion of PRP, I cannot become a registered pharmacist. Next, Sir Anand, could you please tell us about the career opportunities?
Yeah, sure. Pharmacists can get job in both government and private sector actually. Okay. So in the name pharmacist itself, you can see the opportunities hidden in the name pharmacist. For example, pharmacist, PHARMACIST. So P stands for protection pharmacies in pharma industries. H stands hospital pharmacies in hospitals. Academic pharmacies in academic institutions. Then retail pharmacies in community pharmacy. Then medical coding is one of the growing job in Malaysia also, and army pharmacies in army and clinical pharmacies in hospitals and industrial pharmacies. Mainly they involve in the quality control and quality assurance, and they can be a scientist and they can involve in the TDM, therapeutic drug monitoring. Apart from these wide opportunities for their career, there can be a veterinary pharmacist, they can be a drug analyst, and the pharmacist can be a medicinal chemist in research, and they can involve in the scientific writing, and they are involving in the pharmacy journalism, and they can go as a regulatory affairs to control the medicines, and they can be a clinical research associates, and they are also involving in the pharmaceutical sales and marketing, and finally they can be a self-entrepreneur by start up a new retail pharmacy. And the graduates are also qualified to pursue higher education such as Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Technology at KPJUC, and also Masters and PhD in any public or private university within Malaysia or overseas. I'm very glad to inform that almost all of our KPJUC pharmacy graduates are working in various private and public sectors in Malaysia.
So it's amazing to know that these various career opportunities for the pharmacy graduates in private and public healthcare sector. Now I am very confident that I can get job easily after I become registered pharmacist. I take this opportunity to thank all my lecturers who built me who I am here and being a responsible registered pharmacist. Ms. Jasmine, selalunya student nak menyertai aktiviti di luar kelas. Ada ke aktiviti macam tu dekat KPJC?
Ya, sudah tentu. Okay. Selain daripada bilik darjah mereka, pelajar kami terlibat secara aktif dalam aktiviti akademik dan juga non-akademik. Ya. kami sangat menggalakkan pelajar kami untuk menyertai persidangan ilmiah iaitu scientific conference. Selepas itu kita mempunyai pertandingan peringkat kebangsaan seperti debate dan juga pertandingan kuis. Seperti baru-baru ini pada bulan April, pelajar kami menyertai National Pharmacy Quiz juga ya. Dan juga pelajar kami juga banyak berpeluang untuk menyertai pelbagai aktiviti yang dianjurkan dalam kampus KPJUC juga. Dan pelajar kami juga telah menerbitkan artikel penyelidikan, research artikel ya, dalam jurnal seperti peer reviewed journal yang berreputasi dengan segala bimbingan dan juga sokongan dan nasihat yang berterusan daripada pensyarah mereka yang berpengalaman. So besides that also our students has got these societies such as Pharmacist, MyPSA dan SRC. So through which our students are the member and they are encouraged to participate in also community services program, awareness programs. For example, previously we have done awareness program on diabetes in Aeon Mall and also medication screening program with blood donations, program penyaringan ubat, and then ada juga our punya graduate yang has gone to the sekolah menengah ya untuk bagi awareness on Zika virus. So program-program seperti ini kita memang banyak memberi peluang kepada pelajar-pelajar kita untuk melibatkan diri mereka. Selepas itu kita ada banyak cultural program dan juga sports event ya, yang adalah salah satu inter-university tournament ya, antara semua student pharmacy di seluruh Malaysia ya. So that yang ni boleh menambahkan team building, communication dan juga increase their soft skill and also holistic development. So for example, even now also, one of our students, Miss Afika is our final year students. So we really encourage them to participate. So in such event in order to enhance their communication skill and also their exposure to the outside world.
Tak sangka KPJUC ni ada banyak aktiviti untuk pelajar join. Terima kasih Miss. Sir, if anyone interested to join our Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program at KPJUC, could you please tell us know about the application and selection process?
Yeah, sure. It's a very simple process. You just need to visit our KPJUC website, what I highlighted here, and click admission icon or apply now icon and just follow the steps. Before that, you just be ready with the soft copies of your previous qualifications such as STPM or metric or foundation in science or diploma transcripts along with the SPM results. So as per the new LFM guidelines, there will be a formal interview before offering the program and we strictly follow the entry requirements set by the LFM. Okay, Mr. Afika, could you please tell how you applied and joined Bachelor of Pharmacy program at KPJC and share your experience as a student at KPJC?
Saya apply Bachelor of Pharmacy melalui website KPJC. Saya memilih KPJC kerana ia menyediakan tempat untuk saya membuat latihan praktikal dan PRP di mana-mana hospital KPJ di Malaysia. Yuran juga adalah antara yang paling murah untuk kolej swasta di Malaysia. Kemudian cara pembelajaran saya di sini juga sangat bagus dan efektif. Kami berpeluang untuk pergi menjalani praktikal di hospital KPJ dan hospital UKM. Kami juga menjalankan eksperimen dan membuat ubat di makmal KPJUC. Lecturer ada menyediakan lecture notes, tutorial dan assignment untuk semua pelajaran. Lecturer sangat membantu. Jika tak faham, kita boleh je tanya lecturer and lecturer akan explain semula sampai kita faham. So overall, I learned a lot and I am deeply grateful to all of my lecturers who taught me during my 4 years of bachelor study. So before we end this sharing session, I have a final question about the location of the KPJC campus and contact details.
As I said earlier, our campus is located in natural, peaceful environment. It is in actually Nilai, Negeri Sembilan. So this is our campus. So you can contact the address in the address given in the video. The detailed address here already here, and you can see the coordinator contact number and email, and you can WhatsApp at me anytime. Apart from that, you can directly contact our marketing team. So if you want to contact our marketing team, you just scan the QR code. It will connect with the marketing team, and you can follow, send message to our Facebook also. that is facebook.com KBGUC. Um, I think the information where what we give is more enough to get idea about the Bachelor of Pharmacy program at KBGUC.
Well, I do agree. We had a very informative sharing session with our respected lecturers and assured our audience in this virtual platform got all the details and clarification about the Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors program offered by KPJs. Thank you very much, Mr. Anand and Ms. Jasmine, for addressing this interesting topic.
Thanks to you too, Ms. Afika, for coordinating and Ms. Jasmine for this wonderful session. And thanks to all the audience for being with us virtually throughout this session and posting your queries. Have a great day.
And thank you, Ms. Afika and also Mr. Anand and also to the audience. Hope this session today is very helpful to all those who are seeking a path in the career of pharmacy. Thank you.
Is there any other question from the virtual floor before we end our sharing session for today? Please don't hesitate to post your question in the chat box. Mr. Anand and Ms. Jasmine, there is a question from the audience from Abdullah Han. He asks, Sir, could you please repeat the scholarship?
Okay. Okay. So there is a question from Mr. Abdullah Khan about the scholarship. Okay. So I'm very happy to repeat again about the fee structure and scholarship and loan. Actually, the Bachelor of Pharmacy program, the tuition fees is RM 120,000 ringgit. So due to this pandemic, to consideration and our KBJEC management agreed to give discount to all eligible students 20%. Now the fees is reduced to 96,000 ringgit only. And KBJEC giving two type of scholarships. One is merit scholarship, another one is KBJEC alumni scholarship. So KBJEC alumni scholarship means it's only 10% from the tuition waiver. It's only applicable to KBJEC diploma graduates and KBJIC Penang diploma graduates. Then come to the merit scholarship. There are three types of three category in that. 40% the candidates may can avail up to 40% or 30% or 20% according to their CGPA they scored in their previous qualifications, so, which is the entry requirement for that. And if the candidate scoring 40%, they can avail 40% if they score 3.9 and above CGPA. And now the fees is reduced from 96,000 ringgits to 57,600 ringgits. And if the students scored CGPA 3.7 to 3.89 in their previous qualification, they can avail scholarship up to 30%. Now the fees is only 67,200 ringgit only. Then if the students score CGPA 3.5 to 3.69, they can avail up to 20% scholarship, and now the fees is 76,800 ringgits only. Apart from that, they can get PTPTN according to their family income. For example, if the students having 40%, and they can get up to 57,600 only, their PTPTN may be 66,000 if their family income is less than 3,500. So in this case, they no need to pay anything. Only they have to pay the PTPTN only. I think hope this information is enough. Any other information, please post your question in the chat box, or you can directly contact me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there any other question from the audience? Okay, from Mr. Abdullah Khan, he asks, Sir, after paying the fee, will there be an additional fee for each semester or exam fee or any other service charges to be paid during the studies?
Okay, good question. Actually, there is no hidden charges. So the student, the candidate may have to pay only the fees what we declared here. And apart from that, there is no additional fee. There is no exam fees. It's all included. Even we are providing 1 year hostel free for the first year students. That is subject to approval actually. In second year onwards, there are a lot of sources are available for the affordable rent nearby the nearby the KBJC campus. If the student they can go for that. So that is one of the benefit for that, and no other extra charges. Sometimes we used to go for some workshops, which is providing to improve their skills for the students. For that, they have to pay if they want to join. It's not compulsory actually. That is depends upon the individual students' willingness. If they want, they can pay and they can join. No other charges and no hidden charges. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Is there any other question from the audience? Please put in the chat box.
Is there any amendments?
Okay, from Mr. Abdullah Khan. Okay, he asks, sir, if anybody participate in sports competition and workshop, will the university sponsor?
Okay. Again, there is a question from Mr. Abdullah Khan. It's a good question. May I see the question again? If anybody participate in sports competition, workshop, etc., will be the university sponsor. Okay. Yeah, it's very good question. You should know about that. Actually, once the candidate enter into the student, they should be monitored by our Department of Student Affairs department. So for the workshops and the competition, sports competition or any other cultural competition, the students can approach the student affairs department. That depends upon the management approval and depends upon the budget allocation. The DSA will sponsor the students. That how the student actually has to approach first the student department, student affairs department. Yeah, mostly it's approved, but still it's how the students can approach to the student affairs department. It's important, and there is a time limit. They have to apply before the certain time period. If they will go for last minute, then it should be very difficult sometimes. But most probably, our students, those who already participated in national level competitions, in some cultural events, all are actually sponsored by our Department of Student Affairs, and our students are won the prizes in the competitions, in the national level conferences, scientific paper presentations, etc. They won the prizes.
Thank you, sir. Is there any other question from the audience?
I think there is no more questions. Okay, audience, please, if you have any questions, please post here, or you can directly contact us in the address and contact details shared in the video. You can contact us anytime for your further queries. Thank you again. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before I sign out this forum, I would like to grateful to the School of Pharmacy KPJC for. There is one more question. Okay, can we get job in KPJ hospitals after graduation?
Okay, again, there is a question from Mr. Abdullah Khan. Thank you very much for your question. Okay, so this is very crucial question. Actually, we won't promise for your job, but definitely we mold you to get a job easily. No worries in this case. Okay, once once you enter into our Bachelor of Pharmacy program, definitely you will get more confident to get job without our help also actually. Okay, even though, however, our KBJUC graduates, pharmacy graduates, almost all are they well settled in their job in both private and public sector. So KBJ hospitals, we won't promise, but during their PRP, FRB, they can get PRP placement at KBJ, but with terms and conditions.
And many of our graduates as well, they are internal staff, right? Even
Yeah.
nursing, even pharmacy.
So according to their performance, according to the availability, according to the vacancy, sometimes they may continue their job in the same KBJ hospitals, but we can't promise that. That depends upon the situation that time.
Thank you, sir. There is a question from Ainun Young. Miss, what kind of practical students will get throughout the degree?
So there are various practicals that the students will get throughout the degree program. Okay, so this includes practicals on their clinical modules. So they will get, for example, pharmacy practice practical for 2 weeks. Okay, we have pharmacy practice 1, pharmacy practice 2. We have hospital pharmacy service, and then we have a clinical pharmacy module. Okay, whereby they'll be attached to the government hospital itself. Okay, so all of this duration is about 2 weeks for our students. Besides that, we have a community pharmacy, which is retail pharmacy practical as well. Okay, so which is also for 2 weeks. So each of these attachment, the students has to accomplish a certain objective and certain task together with their logbook, filling up the logbook. Besides that, we have industrial pharmacy attachment for the students as well. Okay, similarly, they will be attached to the industry, and they will have a site preceptor in all of these settings in order to get support from the preceptor in order to guide them and teach them on the real life scenario situations. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jasmine. I wanted to top up some more points about the practical students throughout the degree. Actually, apart from this clinical training at hospitals and industry and retail pharmacy, during the course also, some modules have practical sessions, hands-on experiments in our practical session at KBJC campus itself. So we are well trained to the students, and we make them confident to work in pharmaceutical industry also. They can go for drug development, quality control research. So ultimately, we cover all practical pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, retail pharmacy, community, everything we mix. And from year 2 onwards, every semester they must do some attachment for 2 weeks. Okay, thank you. The next question.
So the next question from Felix Max. He asks, sir, how many times will the student practice at the hospital?
Yeah, just now I told, right? So from second year onwards, every semester you have a 2 weeks of attachment from to KBJ hospitals, public hospital. That is usually we used to send HKM for 2 times, KBJ hospital 3 times, then one retail pharmacy and one industrial pharmacy.
Thank you, sir.
So total there are 7 times you have to go. Seven times.
Thank you, sir. Is there any other question from the audience? Please put in the chat box. So I think that's all.
Okay, thank you very much participating in this Q&A session. Thank you, Mr. Africa, and thank you, Jasmine, again.
Thank you to the audience.
Thank you to all the attendees for their participation in our sharing session, and please to inform that the forum's offline videos is available to watch in our. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.